Welcome back. Gordon Mann here from the D3 Hoops Classic, joined by Nicole Coggins of the Denison Big Red, who defeat Lake Forest to go 1-1. First off, talk to us a little bit about the adjustment you made in the game against Lake Forest. You came off, you were on a real slow start. It was 21-10, and then you woke up and the game was over.
Yeah, the last game, the first game that we played, we had a little bit trouble with our shooting. It seemed like there was a little bit of a top on the rim. The same thing happened in the first half, but we just kept our confidence, kept shooting, passing it around. We started doing an inside-out kind of game with the post, and it really came together. Shots started falling, and so it was good.
We talked during the broadcast about the fact that backdrop is so unusual on the near side. It's a very deep perspective, but as a basketball player, explain what we're trying to get at there.
Yeah, it's completely different. You usually play in a gym where there's a wall behind the basket, and the backboard's clear too, so it's a little bit trippy. But it's a totally different feel when you look at the basket. I can't explain it.
We're talking with Nicole, and I asked you this question before we went on the air, but whenever we see the geographic differences, we like to ask on the air. You're from Arizona. How'd you end up in Ohio?
Well, I was playing on my AAU team in the Virginia tournament, Boo Williams, and that's where Coach Lee saw me, and she actually saw our point guard, number 5, Serafina, as well, so we got recruited together. And we've been playing together ever since. It's been really fun.
Well, talk about what it's like to play with Serafina. She's very, very high energy.
Yeah. No, she definitely is. I feel like we're kind of the two players that balance out each other. We're the two captains this year, so I've always had fun playing with her. I play off her energy really well, and I think we've really, really grown to play well together, and we've kind of gotten a friendship out of it, too, that'll hopefully last beyond college. So, what more can you ask for?
Well, I want to get into your academics in a second, but one last basketball question. You were a member of that team in Denison that got all the way to the NCAA tournament and went undefeated, and now it's a very different conference with DePaul in the middle of it. How is that? How is that sort of DePaul's entry into it? How does that sort of change the dynamic of your basketball career?
DePauw's a really good team. When we played them, they were first in the nation, and I think they probably still are right now. Yeah. It definitely ups the conference, and we have to work harder, and it's going to make us a better team. I really like playing against DePauw. They're really good. They play hard. They're a good team. So, I think it's helped our conference kind of up its game.
Well, we talk at D3Hoops.com about how these are student athletes, and Nicole's a great example of that. You are a biology major with a chemistry and a Spanish minor. Do I have that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so first off, tell me what your classes will be when you get back to campus in a couple of weeks.
I'm doing senior research right now. Okay. So I guess I don't know if you want a little spiel about it. I'm doing work with a bacteria called Burkholderia sinusopatia that causes pneumonia in cystic fibrosis patients. Okay. So we're trying to find a way to target that so it doesn't grow in the lungs of the cystic fibrosis patients and kind of work out a treatment for that. But I'm going to be taking some biology classes, my last Spanish class for my minor, and hopefully it won't be that hard, because it will be the last semester of my senior year, so I'm hoping to have a little fun, but yeah.
You're not exactly cruising into graduation here.
Yeah.
Now, as a science major, how much time do you spend in the classroom, outside of class, in labs, and how does that, how do you balance that with your athletics?
I've taken 3 labs in a semester, and each lab is about 3 hours a day for like once a day or once a week. Okay. But Coach Lee has been really good about it. She always puts academics first. She tries to work practice around the labs and everything. We give her our schedules, and she makes the practice schedule. So, she's been really good about it. And that's why I came to Denison, was because it's academics first. And here I am, and hopefully I'll be going on to something more. But getting a chance to play basketball too has been amazing.
I look at what you just told me, and I say, med school?
Well, actually, I'm applying to law school. I just turned in my applications. Yeah. Wow. So I'm looking to do a joint degree with law school, and then continuing my biology with a PhD.
Where does the Spanish fit in?
So the Spanish, I guess, would be where I work. Hopefully, I'm looking at schools on the West Coast, and I guess that's more of a higher Spanish-speaking population. Right. So just something to maybe put on the resume.
All right. Well, you got through the hard part. Yeah. Now tell me, now that your team's done here, what either will you do or what have you done in Las Vegas that's not basketball or studying related?
Well, probably like any team, we've been cruising around the casinos, checking out the strip, just kind of hanging out and soaking it it in. We're going to actually go do that tonight. We're going to go to Old Town.
Okay.
Yeah, so as a team, and I think we're going to a famous restaurant, but I don't remember what it is. I think it might be Dick's Last Chance Dick's, something like that. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess just soaking it in, just having fun. Vegas, it's kind of a one-time deal. You don't really get to play in Vegas very often, so.
Well, you played well, so congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, take care.